In the previous sessions, we have discussed how to filter the Pandas data frame using single condition, and the method which we had used is Boolean mask indexing. In the real life scenario, life is not that easy. Stakeholders want to solve the more complex problem, and in that particular scenario, we have to filter the data sets on multiple conditions, and then we have to provide the insight to the stakeholders. Hi all, I'm Ankur Gupta. Welcome to Analytics School. And let's start a discussion on how to efficiently filter a Pandas data frame using multiple conditions. It is possible to have as many conditions as you would like, and to do so in Python you will need to combine your Boolean expressions using three logical operators, and they are and, or not. So core Python provides the logical operators and or not to combine multiple conditions together. These operators always returns a Boolean value. Let's take few examples to see how they work. So we begin by testing that whether 25 is greater than 100 and 20 is greater than 5 or not. Since 25 is not greater than 100, it is giving us a false result. Similarly, here we are using an OR operator, that whether this particular condition is true or not. Since this is false but this is true, it is giving us a true result. And let's go back to our first example. 25 is greater than 100 and 20 is greater than 5, which is false. But I had also used not operator, and that is why it is giving us the result of true. However, these built-in logical operators do not work for creating multiple conditions in Pandas. Instead, one must use the following operators. This is ampersand, and we have to use in place of and. The pipe symbol we have to use in place of or, and this tilde sign we have to use in place of not. Now let's do some examples and see how we can use these logical operators to build up the multiple logical conditions. I have already called the necessary libraries pandas and numpy and read the superstore dataset using read_csv method. And here you can see I have used the info method, and there are 9994 records, and you can also see the data types. And here I have used the head method, and you can see how our data looks like. Now let's say your stakeholders want to analyze the data for region West, subcategory is chairs, and sales is greater than 50 only. How we can use these conditions to filter a data frame, and then we can provide the insights to the stakeholders on the basis of the questions they have asked. Right now we are just going to filter the data using these conditions. Let's do that. I'm going to create a variable called filter_region, filter_west, and I'm calling my data frame df, passing the variable region equal to west. Then I'm creating another variable called filter_sub, and I am passing the variable to my data frame sub_category equal to chairs. Now my last condition is filter_sales is a new variable which I am creating, and now I am passing sales variables and saying the sales should be greater than 50. I am creating a new data frame df_multiple_west equal to df, and then passing these conditions filter_west and filter_sub and filter_sales. Close, and I have closed it with the square bracket. Let's run the code. Now let's see how many records are there. df_multiple_west dot shape. So in our data set df, there are 9994 records. After applying all these conditions, it is giving us only 202 records. Now let's verify whether the region is only west in this particular data frame, and sales is greater than 50, and it is also having subcategory which is chairs. Let's see that. df underscore multiple underscore west dot sub underscore category dot unique, and you can see here only chairs is coming up. Let's verify for region, and you can see here it is west. And let's see sales. Let me put up here min, and you can see the minimum value of sales price is 61.584. So it is following all the criteria what we had mentioned, what stakeholders had asked for. It is fulfilling all those criteria. Let's see how our data looks like. Multiple underscore west dot head. It will give us top 5 records. And you can see the index has changed 128, 157, 173. So region is west. Subcategory is only chairs. And you can see the sales value is starting from 81.424, 457, 340. So those are the sales values. So in this particular way, we have used AND operators and multiple conditions to filter out our data frame. Now here I would like to show you one more thing. Here for readability purpose, I created multiple variables for my conditions, for my logical conditions. However, without doing that, I could have passed this condition directly into our square bracket notation. Let me show you that, because generally you will see most of the experienced data analysts or data scientists do that. df multiple underscore west underscore all equal to df. Now here, one of the most important thing is, as a rookie or as a beginner, you will be making this mistake. Whenever you are passing a condition directly into the square bracket, right? And at that point of the time, you have to use the brackets, and every condition should be separate. Otherwise, it will give you different results. So that is the thing which you need to take care of. Let me check how many records are here. So here you can see there are 202 records, and this time we have not created a variable. So it is basically a way you are going to save certain lines of the code, and you can put up all the condition here. Once you are an experienced data analyst or a data scientist using Pandas, you will be doing more or so like this only. In spite of writing multiple conditions, you will be doing like this. Let's do one more example. Let's say the stakeholders want to see the sales between, let's say, 2020 01/01 till 2020 03/31 in the first quarter, and the region is west, and this time he want to see the sales for category furniture. df underscore category as I said, use the brackets whenever you are putting up your conditions. And here I'll be putting up 2 brackets, and I'll tell you why. df, and then I put up the ship underscore date is greater than or equal to. Before that, I have to convert this field ship underscore date as a date time field. When we read this data, ship underscore date has been read as an object data type, and if we are going to put up a condition, date condition, it will be problematic, and it is not going to give us the desired output. And we have seen, and I have discussed about it in the previous session. If you want, you can go and see there what problem you are going to face. After this, I'm going to use and zero 3 less than or equal to 0301, and here I'm going to use 31. So this is one of the conditions that I want the data between this range, between you can say in Q1 of 2020, and then I want to see the region West and DF category equal to furniture. What happened? Category spelling, category. Let's see how many records are there. Oh, there are only 17 records. Okay, let us verify whether we have read this data correctly or not. df underscore category ship underscore date dot min max region unique and category. So you can see that the ship underscore date starts from 13th of January 2022. So that is the first date you can say for region West when they have sold a furniture. And the last date is 22nd of March 2020. There is only one unique record for region, which is West, which is correct, and only one category, which is furniture. So we are fulfilling all the criteria, and you can see here there are only 17 records. Now let's say if we want to analyze against this particular condition, means we want to have all the data apart from this particular date range, which is the first quarter of 2022. We do not want to analyze West region, and we do not want to have a category of furniture. How we can do that? Let me copy this. So basically here we are going to use not condition, right? So you can see this is the bracket which is closing for this particular condition. This is closing for this particular condition, and this is closing for this particular condition. Now we do not want all these conditions to be satisfied. What we are going to do is we are going to close all this thing as one condition, and then we are going to put up a tilde here. Now let's run this code. Now let's see how many records are there. So if you remember, there are 9,994 records in this particular data set, and we have seen that there are only 17 records which were matching this particular category. Since we are saying that we do not want to have this particular condition in our data set, and we want to analyze then, and then we have to provide the insight to the stakeholders. When we put up a tilde sign, it acts as a not operator, and it has filtered out all this data from our data frame and give us the rest of the records. So if we summarize, by effectively use of ampersand, or, and tilde sign, we can build up multiple logical conditions, and then we can filter the Pandas data frame using Boolean mask indexing method. In the next session, we are going to use lock and iLock method, and we are going to see how we can filter the Pandas data frame using multiple conditions. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.